Hi everyone, welcome to the Monday edition of Source 16 News. I'm Eddie Owen. Thanks for joining us. Topping our news, Source 16 has learned that a Christian County man was killed in a logging accident on Happy Hollow Road this morning. Emergency personnel responded to a farm owned by Steve Newton on Happy Hollow Road around 10:55, where a tree had reportedly fallen on a man. According to authorities, Dick Arnold was pronounced dead at the scene of the accident. No other details have been released at this time. Well, the murder trial of a Clarksville man charged with the stabbing death of his wife, a Fort Campbell soldier, began today in Montgomery County. 29-year-old Khalifa Lambert is charged with first-degree murder, felony murder, especially aggravated kidnapping, and false imprisonment for allegedly stabbing his wife, 18-year-old Cecilia Barnes Lambert, on March 7, 2009, after he reportedly kidnapped her from a Microtel Inn hotel room where she was staying just days after she filed for divorce. Public Defender Roger Nell and defense attorney Edward DeWerf are representing Lambert, while Assistant District Attorney Steve Garrett is representing the state. Well, and the murder trial of 4 Nashville men charged in the November 2009 shooting death of a Fort Campbell soldier also began today in Montgomery County Court. Montez Hall, Kenneth Hatch, and Samuel Majors and Frank Beasley are all charged with first-degree murder, 3 counts of attempted murder, and 3 counts of aggravated assault, among other charges in the death of Sergeant Brian Christopher Hasty. Court records indicate that prior to his death, Hasty was involved in an argument with the defendants at a Riverside Drive club when he was shot and killed November 15, 2009. Well, if you or someone you know is interested in furthering your education, the Murray State University Hopkinsville campus is holding an open house. The event will be held tomorrow and will be different from any open house held at the MSU Hopkinsville campus ever before.
Typically, we would have, an open house and just welcome people into the building, show them around, have a few advisors there, or maybe we would do a separate event for career services. But this time we've decided to put them all together so that we can answer any questions that the community might have, and we can make it a kind of a one-stop shop about Murray State University. Even if you have questions about main campus, if you want to come to main campus, if you're a parent who has a child who's looking at coming to Murray State, we can answer those questions as well.
The MSU Hopkinsville campus offers more than 20 different degree programs at both the bachelor's and master's levels. Representatives from many of those colleges will be at the open house, as well as representatives from career services.
They can help you look at what kind of jobs you can get with a certain degree. They can help you with your job search. They have a new program called Racer Tracks that's an online program that lets people search for businesses or jobs throughout the region. They have lots of great information, and they're a wonderful resource, a wonderful clearinghouse for anyone who's looking for a position or looking for a degree program that's going to make them mark.
The open house will be tomorrow from 9 a.m. until 3 p.m. at the Murray State University Hopkinsville Regional Campus on Fort Campbell Boulevard. Well, the Hopkinsville Christian County Chamber of Commerce, along with school officials, are hosting a parade Thursday in honor of the Christian County High School boys basketball team who won the Sweet 16 state championship last week.
We're very excited to be able to recognize the 2011 state championship boys basketball team from Christian County High School. We recognize that this victory represents more than simply a basketball game. It represents the continued proof that the residents, the citizens, and the athletes of Christian County are capable of performing at the highest levels, and this is just proof of that matter. And we've known that for many, many years here in Christian County, but it's always fun when we can show that to the state and to the nation. And so these young men, they represent more than just themselves, they represent all of us.
According to Hendricks, it's important for the community to help recognize the local champions. He says even though he supports all local schools, CCHS will always have a special place in his heart.
I graduated almost 20 years ago, actually it'll be 20 years ago in May, from Christian County High School. And I can remember attending the state championship games when I was a senior in high school, and even the year after I graduated. We didn't make it all the way to the championship, but it brings back a lot of those memories of what it was like to be a colonel some 20 years ago. And it certainly just reinforces my sense of pride, not only in that school, but in this community. And again, when you see these kids perform the way they performed at the state championship tournament, it makes us all proud.
The parade will begin at 4 o'clock Thursday afternoon at Christian County High School and will end with a community spirit rally at the school's gymnasium. The public's encouraged to attend along the parade route, which will run from CCHS to North Drive, 7th Street to South Virginia Avenue, and Glass Avenue to CCHS. In addition, officials encourage residents to wear CCHS school colors to show that all of Christian County celebrates this victory. A Fulton convenience store employee has been arrested and charged with theft. According to Fulton police, 41-year-old Penny Papierski was arrested after the area manager of Pocket's Shell Food Mart called police to file a complaint that Papierski had been caught stealing on video surveillance. Papierski, according to the manager, was cooperating with the investigation, and she also provided police and her employer a written statement. According to police, Papierski stole about $5,000 from the convenience store. She was charged with theft by unlawful taking, over $500, and booked into the Fulton County Detention Center on a $2,500 bond. An anonymous tip landed a Graves County man in a Marshall County jail on a second degree for manufacturing methamphetamine charge. According to the Marshall County Sheriff's Department, 31-year-old Byron Minter of Simpsonia was arrested after deputies and the Pennyrile Narcotics Task Force responded to an anonymous call to meth activity on Minter Road in Benton. During a search of the residence, police reportedly found items used to manufacture meth. Minter was taken into custody and lodged in the Marshall County Detention Center. A Marshall County man charged with driving under the influence and leaving the scene of an accident after a wreck in Draffinville Friday. According to the Marshall County Sheriff's Department, deputies responded to Today's Homes in Draffinville after receiving a complaint that a car had driven through their ditch and damaged their driveways. Police went to a residence on Griggstown Road where they found a damaged vehicle that matched the description given by witnesses. Police say 29-year-old Burton Stevens of Calvert City was found at the home with noticeable injuries from the wreck and appeared to be highly intoxicated. Stevens was taken into custody and charged with DUI, driving on a DUI suspended license, and leaving the scene of an accident. He was booked into the Marshall County Detention Center. Well, a 29-year-old Hanson woman was injured in a wreck on Pennyrile Parkway in Hopkins County last night when her vehicle overturned in the median. Leisha Gray was driving south on the Pennyrile Parkway around 9:20 when about 3 miles north of the Madisonville exit, state police say her car ran off the road and crashed into a concrete barrier, causing it to overturn in the median. Gray was transported by her family to Regional Medical Center for treatment of her injuries. House Republican floor leader, 83rd District Representative Jeff Hoover of Jamestown called on House Speaker Greg Stumbo today to bring back members of the House of Representatives to the state capitol to override several items vetoed by Governor Steve Beshear in House Bill 1. Hoover says, quote, after having a chance to review the vetoes issued on Friday, there are numerous items Governor Beshear vetoed that cause us great concern as to his ability to generate savings within the budget. Hoover is requesting House members to return for the veto day on April 6th. It will now be easier for middle-income families to purchase homes across the Commonwealth. Governor Steve Beshear signed House Bill 256 today that enables the Kentucky Housing Corporation to create a new program for homeowners whose incomes are up to 175% of the area median income. Many two-income families had combined incomes that were above the income limits that KHC could serve, which disqualified them from receiving a KHC home loan and the down payment and closing cost assistance only available through KHC. Without the down payment and closing cost assistance, home ownership was out of the reach for many middle-income families. This measure also strengthens Kentucky's economic housing market and economic recovery and allows KHC to refinance mortgages with affordable fixed interest rates for 15-year and 30-year terms and makes mortgages for second-time home buyers available through the KHC. The new changes will be effective the end of April. Now, for more information, visit KHC's website at kentuckyhousing.org. Here's a look at some upcoming chamber events brought to you by the Hopkinsville Christian County Community Vision Plan. The Chamber and Economic Development Council are still accepting donations to the American Red Cross for the crisis in Japan. Interested businesses and individuals can participate in the fundraiser by sending donations to Commerce Center, 2800 Fort Campbell Boulevard. Checks should be made out to the American Red Cross with Japan noted in the memo to ensure funds are sent directly to that relief effort. For more information, call 270-885-9096. And the Hopkinsville Christian County Jaycees will be hosting a community-wide yard sale Saturday from 6 a.m. until noon inside the Convention Center at the Western Kentucky State Fairgrounds on Richard Street. Plots available for rent are 15 by 15, which includes the use of one table. You can bring additional tables or racks, provided they do not exceed your rented space. Setup time is Friday evening from 5 until 7 and Saturday at 5 a.m. All proceeds will go to benefit various community service projects. For questions, call 270-839-3603. Now, these chamber events are brought to you by the Hopkinsville Christian County Vision Plan. Tomorrow night's Mega Millions jackpot, well, it's down to $12 million. But Wednesday's Powerball jackpot back up to $153 million.